Hello friends, my name's the real Emile and welcome back to some more TOCA Touring Car Championship. Today we're continuing on with a Let's Play. This is episode 10 and it's the start of quarter 4 of the BTC season, the final legs of this. Rounds 19 and 20 taking part in this race at Twaxton in the rain. Alright, so we have got a pretty sizable advantage. It's safe to say quarter 3 was good to us and we achieved quite good results overall. What did we get? We got a... what did we get? Oh yeah, we got 5 first places and 1 third place in 6 races, which is good. And that does mean, championship-wise, we are quite ahead of the pack. We're on 227 points, I believe it is. The closest person to us is Jay Thompson in the Honda Accord, who is on 190 points. So we are 39 points clear, which does give us a little bit of breathing room, which is good because we're here at Twaxton. Now you may remember this track from episode 3, and we did not very well here. Oh god. As we almost retire the... That is exactly why we didn't do particularly well here, because this track is evil. It is evil. Your car will just spin out at random points on this track. It just happens. So yeah, we need to bear that in mind on our return to Twaxton, which is going to be the episode title of this, probably on HG Central as well. You know, I was going for like what was it, the Donington debut, the Silverstone Storm, stuff like that. Now it's just sort of devolved into random titles as per usual, which is good because I like doing silly titles. So this will probably be known as the Return to Twaxton on both channels, because I can literally not think of a better name for this. But yeah, we will see if we can get another good qualifying lap. Luckily, we do know sort of one place where we can make up some time around Twaxton, but even still, this is not going to be our race, I don't think. But luckily for us, we do have that buffer. We're going to just spin it out again. Let's just end it there, because there's no point. We're going to be all the way down in last place for this one, because it's Twaxton, and we're not going to do well here, which is a shame. But hopefully the next 2 rounds of, or the next 2 locations are going to be better suited to us. Like I said, I'm fairly certain one is Brands Hatchet Grand Prix, and I'm not sure what the other one is. If we're going to return to Knock Hill, that'd be nice, because again, Knock Hill was great, but I think we only show up there once. Gonna go for a corner cut to try and avoid all of the accident going on there between the Mondeo and the Peugeot. Apparently they are having a good time together. But yeah, Twaxton in the rain is not good. The good news is though, and this sounds really weird, Plato might be able to win this race, which would be good because, well, Plato is currently down on Thompson in points, and if those two are going to have a kerfuffle and change point positions, then that is good. That Peugeot went round a lot easier than it probably should have done, and this Vauxhall isn't going to do the same, so we'll stay stuck in 12th place, but luckily, yeah, we do know the spots up here. But after playing pretty much all the tracks in this game now, I think we've only just got different layout combinations. I am definitely siding on the fact that this is my least favourite track in this entire game. It's just boring. It's boring, your car spins out randomly, it's just like a combination of everything I do not like in this game, including high-speed turns, which are terrifying, as previously described. But yeah, you basically flat out the entire way around this course, which is not good. I mean, okay, come on then, let's get involved, you prick, wherever you went in your fucking Primera. I literally do not know what the point of that was, but he decided he wanted to try and kill the Renault, so, oh well. Points would be nice in this race, in all honesty. you know, I'm not expecting greatness here. I'm definitely not expecting any podium finishes or anything of that sort, but I am hoping I can do reasonably well. I mean, I don't know whose Honda that is, but there is one of the Hondas stuck down here in the lower pack, which is a bit weird. Oh god, this is a violent race. This Peugeot driver is apparently all the lower card are really violent in this race. That Vectra is trying to take out the Honda. Oh god, the frame rate is just not existent anymore. When there's a lot of cars on the screen and rain, the frame rate sort of has a sad, because this is a PS1 game and it can't handle it, so. Anyways, position number 8, we have a Nissan Primera in front of us. I don't know if this is the Primera that screwed me last time, but it's safe to say I'm going to give this twat a present for being, well, for driving a Nissan Primera. If I can get close to him, that is. Then again, do I want to risk it? I am in the points now. I do want to risk it. Of course I want to risk it. That's the thing. Every time I ask myself in one of these, like, should I risk it? The answer is always yes. Yes, you should. Because it's entertainment. Entertainment. Welcome to Twaxton. This track is sucky. There is a Nissan. And it's 5 seconds ahead. But it won't be in a second because I'm going to do my world famous chicane cut. Which, to be honest with you, I'd take that so sort of cautiously and gingerly now. I don't think it really gives us much of an advantage, but there we go. 119.4, that is better. At least it's only 6 laps of Twaxton, which is nice. Any more of that and I would probably not be happy. Because this track is really boring. It's really boring, guys. It's really boring. I wonder if it's any more fun in real life. I don't know. This is one of those tracks which I've heard of and I know it exists still to this day on modern BTCC calendars, but I haven't like paid attention to it. It's been a while since they've been to Twaxton as well, I think, so yeah, it's been a long old time since I paid attention to it. I can't remember, as of the recording to this, I can't remember what the name of the track they went to last is. It's got like a, I think it's a Scottish one. It's got like Dippers, something. I can't remember the name of that corner. It's got a funny name for the corner though. Dippers something, I think it is. Dippers Depths or something. I don't know. Either way, another fastest lap as we still try to catch the people who are in front of us. Whether we will successfully do that or not, I'm not sure. The Nissan apparently overtook the Audi, which is interesting. That isn't a usual thing that happens here, but there we go. It does happen occasionally, I guess. Right. Let's try and get around the Audi cleanly. He's going to try and defend. Oh wow, the Nissan actually managed to make his way up quite well, because he's overtaken the Audi and the Volvo by the looks of it. That Volvo is starting to come into its own on these final couple of races. That makes me happy. It's nowhere near enough to get into the championship picture. Oh no! And that, ladies and gentlemen, is usually what happens at Thruxton. You do so well, and then all of a sudden it's like you're dead. And it's, oh, that's sad. Oh well, there's a car approaching. I think that's the Honda. It's a miserable day on a miserable track. That did not help my cause. Although admittedly it didn't really affect it. Oh look, this game actually has window wipers. They work. Beautiful. 11 seconds behind. If we can hold 8th place, we do get a point, which is good. Although, yeah, while we're confidently standing tall in the championship rankings, unfortunately Twaxton is probably going to be a slight blip for us, I imagine. I think I'm going to shave a lot of points. Phone. I think I'm going to shave a lot of points during this race, in all honesty. But hopefully we'll be able to bounce back. Hopefully rounds 21 and 22 take place at slightly better tracks for me personally. But yeah, I mean, it's Twaxton. I wasn't expecting to do well here, so. And evidently we're not. Although we are on tip for the fastest lap, apparently. But it doesn't really matter. We seem to be guaranteed an 8th place, which is nice. You can sort of see the tops of their cars just go around that corner. Oh god. Spin it round, come on. Yeah, we're going to have enough room on that Honda as we take an 8th place. But, you know, it's to be expected here at Twaxton. How well did we do? Ooh, Thompson came 3rd. Rydell got 2nd. Good on you, Rydell. And Plato won overall, so. Not bad, though. I mean, we're clear of Plato by... Well, we're on 229, he's on 180, so... Yeah, we are pretty clear on Plato, so we don't have to worry about him particularly. Like, sure, if he gets a little bit overzealous on winning these, then maybe we do, but... As of now, he doesn't need any intervention. He's good. He's fine as he is. Fine and dandy. But, yeah. Hopefully we can get a better qualifying session than last time, though, on this one, because the qualifying session last time was a bit pants. And hopefully we can do a little bit better. Hopefully we don't lose the car on one of these turns. Or we can lose the car on one of those turns. Alright, we'll try for another lap. I don't think it's... I mean, I hope we can do better because we kind of need to, but... Oh well. Oh well. I just realised this car is apparently the number 22. Again, this is the car of Mr. Menu, the guy who actually won the championship in '97, which is interesting. I'd be interested to see how many races we've won and lost, because if we've won 12, then maybe I am just Mr. Menu in secret or something, I don't know. I don't really know, man. Anyways, a 130 is not good enough. I think we need at least a 121 to break into any of the sort of grid positions when it comes to qualifying, so... And doing stuff like that does not help us out, does it? No. But if I lose it, I'll just end the session and we'll just do it normally. Probably get another 8th and have to deal with that. But the good news is it's not like it was previously. Like, coming into this recording sessions, it really was a case of we can't afford to cock up a single race. Now, though, we can afford for stuff like this to happen, so it isn't too bad. We're actually going to catch up to a Nissan, apparently, who's have a little bit of an issue on this lap as well, which doesn't seem surprising. Brake into the chicane. And the run to the grid, we are going to get 117. Alright, I'll take that. I do need to take a drink, though. 11th place. I can cope with 11th. 11th's fine. Not the best result in the world, but, well, we're not going to get it, are we? So, as the aggressive Vauxhall, as always, likes to give us that little bit of a helping hand. I see him trying to stick his front fenders where my rear bumper is, so I'm going to back off of that one. The two Fords apparently want to be aggressive. Everyone wants to be aggressive. Ford's gone backwards. Right. Okay, good start, as usual here. A good touring car welcome to the grid. Yeah, I had to back off a little bit, because otherwise I would have become a piece of toast. And I do not want to become a piece of toast. As much as I like toast. I don't want to be a piece of it. Is that the same Primera that dicked us last time? I mean, if it is, then... yeah, go. Never mind, that was literally the worst ram I've done so far. Is that a Primera in front of us? Yes, it is. Excellent. You're gonna get that then. People are dead. Someone died. The Primera didn't. I don't know who Leslie is, but Leslie is dead. Apparently, that one incident took out a completely unrelated car. I mean, if it is one of the Nissans, then... oh god. If it is one of the Nissans, then, well, insta-karma, I'm sorry, except I'm really not. But, never mind. This race has sort of become a bit of a joke race to me, really, hasn't it? Because I just know... I can't do any better than what I'm doing, I'm sorry. Like, it's just this track and me do not agree with each other. It's something that happens occasionally. Oh no, oh god, why? See what I mean about the cars just randomly... it's almost like they aquaplane, but they don't, because this game doesn't have aquaplane or anything, and this just happens around the normal Fruxton. I think it's just this corner is so horribly modelled that that just happens. Or something like that, I don't know, but either way, I don't like it. I don't like it. Braking boards, brake at the 50, because we can just nifty the 50. There we go. Lovely. I genuinely want to know who's got taken out of this race, because I'm not sure. Vauxhall's dead, which is good. It's always nice to kill a Vectra, especially one that's been a bit of a twat, i.e. him. And the aggressive Peugeot is now dealt with, and now we catch up to another Vauxhall. I think that's the first time I've actually managed to take that corner well in this entire race, which is good, which is why we've saved 10 whole seconds on this one. Turning slightly. Try not to do too much steering input, otherwise the car will have a seizure, because that's what the car does. Try not to go into that tyre wall either, because that will not end well. We are 12 seconds above what we were doing before, which is nice. Alright. Oh, shit. Fucking brummy bastards. This race is not going to go well for us. This might be our worst result of the season so far. Probably. I'd imagine that was our fastest lap, and we had a massive cock-up, so... yeah. It's all going well for the new Renault driver, as usual. Because everything always goes well for the new Renault driver. All the time. Fuck me. Turn it around. I think that's a turning circle of a bastard boat. Oh well, back to these guys we go. Could have been one of the Fords that I killed. Just trying to think, because that Leslie name sort of sounds familiar. Could have been the other Peugeot, I'm not sure. Getting single-digit figures as a race result would be nice, though, but never mind. Because this race is garbage. 12 seconds to the... Can I just forfeit this race? Because this race is just boring and dull and crap, and it's just me spinning around over and over and over again. So it wasn't the other Peugeot I killed. I've got a sneaking suspicion it could have been Ford. In fact, I'm almost willing to put money on it being the Ford. Being the... Well, actually, that Ford up here... I don't know. This race has literally turned into who is Leslie. And the worst bit is you all know and I don't, so... Oh, can this just end now, please? This is boring. It's so... I'm sorry this episode's crap, but this track is crap. Okay, so it's definitely not the, not a Mondeo. I know there's another Peugeot running in this race, and he's just fine and dandy, so... We're basically getting Jason Plato knock hill results here, aren't we? I mean, what did he get? A 14th and a 7th, and I'm going to get a 13th and an 8th. So... Oh well. At least we've got our horn. The Horn of Destiny. Not that Destiny. At max speed, making slow adjustments on the steering so my car doesn't have a seizure, which apparently it wants to do all the time because it's my car. I thought I'd just retired myself then, but apparently not. Carry on like nothing ever happened. Although, I can't deny that I secretly wish something had happened, because this is just... I know you're 22 minutes and 15 seconds, or probably slightly less than that, but whatever. You're about 22 minutes into this. I don't know if this is a good time. Just skip this episode. Skip to the next one, because the next one's going to be better than this garbage. Oh well, it's fine. Because the worst bit is, I knew this was coming. I knew Twaxton was going to be a bad circuit for us, because Twaxton is always a bad circuit for everyone, because it's a terrible circuit and it shouldn't exist. And it's garbage! But, whatever. I mean, if we can catch the Ford, I don't think we will, because we're pretty much coming to the end of the lap, aren't we? 200 meters, or 100 meters, 50 meters on the brakes, and spin it round, because of course. Maybe I should brake a little bit later for that, I don't know. Apparently he's also going to try my chicane tactics in the Ford. 13th place, alright. What a garbage result. Plato got second, Thompson got first. That's an even worse idea of a result. It was the Nissan we retired. Okay, that isn't too bad then.
After two great races, let's see the championship table. It's still anyone's championship, but the new Renault driver is certainly looking good.
That Honda's getting a bit too close for comfort. Oh well. Find out how we're going to take out that Honda next time. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, farewell.